Erin here with Erin Makes, and today we are going to be making a jingle in GarageBand, a logo in Procreate, and then also using the Procreate GIF actions feature to create an actual GIF. And that'll be exactly what you hear and see right now. Let's see, let's try this. I think I'm starting to understand what we need to be doing here. We'll hit record and then we'll record one note and then we can loop it later. So we just need to get it right once. Listen to that. Okay, that sounds cool. So then we'll go into this, which is where we initially recorded. Let's remove the part without any sound. Again, we just need to make a little jingle, so it doesn't need to be that long. Okay. That's a cool sound. I just don't know if that's the sound I want. So let's look around a bit more. This is an epic sound. I'm just not sure if it's right, but I like it. Some of these sounds are a little too much. Kind of like this. This is so fun. Okay, it does matter where I touch. Okay, I like what I've started with, but I did not do it right, so I need to go re-record, but here's what I have. Like, I like those last three notes, but I feel like I need to redo the beginning, so we're gonna redo it. No, not that, it's like... One, three, four, five, four, three, one. Right. I think it's 1, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Okay, we gotta record that. Here we go. I'm nervous. Okay. Here's our sound. I think we need some beats, so let's add some drums. We'll do smart drums. Okay, I do like a clap. This does not sound like a clap. Oh, hip hop. Okay, maybe we change it. I don't know if I can play. Okay, so we just need a beat there. Okay, we can play with this drummer named Kyle. Oh, Apple has jokes. Okay. Which is so funny. Now we're playing with some of the echo and reverb. Okay, maybe too much reverb. Okay, and then I just want like a happy sound as well. I think with some of the reverb, it sounds a little better. I just want to make it a little bit brighter, so let me see if I can add something to do that. Okay, now we're gonna mess with the quantization, which I've never used before, but I'll try this setting, the triplet setting. That's okay. I think I liked this one better. Do that. Done. Cool. And then I saw this velocity. I don't know what we're doing with that, but let's see. That is a good start, I think. I get a bit happier, so I'm trying to see if I can kind of end on like a higher note, basically. So also, these look like hot dogs. Okay, this is where we're at. This is our final run here. Now that we have the jingle done and finalized, I'm gonna download it, and then I'm gonna go work on actually making the Procreate logo, which I'll show you right now. And then afterwards, we'll work on actually animating it. The app I'm using here is called Procreate, and it's free for the iPad. So I will show you guys the video again of what the logo ends up looking like. So first thing I had to do was actually design what I wanted the logo to look like, and then after that I went through and made a GIF of it. I knew I wanted some bright colors, and I wanted to do a mix of white, black, and pink. And then, as you can see here, I started messing with different fonts. I knew I wanted to make it stand out between Aaron and the word makes. And I wanted them to be a bit interconnected. So I actually did 2 layers of the word makes, and I erased some parts of it so that it looked like my name was flowing through it. And then after that, I decided I wanted to add a lot of information about what types of videos I'll be making for YouTube, which included Crycut, Amazon KDP, I have an embroidery machine, sewing machine, I have a lot of different types of machines. So I wanted to make sure I included all of that and what I'll mainly be working on. And then as I was designing it too, I made sure that I was doing this in the right size to fit with YouTube banners, both for TV and for computer and for phone as well. So I made sure to design my main logo in the center space there. Now that we have the logo done, we are going to actually copy it into a new file in Procreate. We are going to work on turning it into an animated GIF, and I'll show you guys how to do that. First thing I want to show you here is that I have left everything into groups and layers, which is really going to help us as we move into duplicating this into a GIF. This is our duplicate copy. It looks exactly the same. We are going to go into Actions and then go under Canvas and hit Animation Assist. And this is going to help us turn everything we have into different layers. So obviously what we have right now isn't actually going to work. What we want to do is work backwards from our final version to create what we want. And how this works for animation is it'll do everything by group. So if I group these 2 together and I add this one actually to that group as well, it'll then say now we only have 1 layer, and I can duplicate it. And let me, for example, just remove like the Aaron makes part. What we'll have is we'll have 2 screens like this. And that's essentially what we're going to do for this entire thing. So what I found is easiest is to work backwards. So once you have your full logo and you've left it all in layers, what you can just do is you will copy everything you have and you'll grab the layer, the first layer, and you'll start, because what we have here is our final of what we want it to look like. So what we want to do is work backwards and start removing things. So the first thing that I want to start removing is some of these outside words. So you can see that cookies just disappeared here. Hit duplicate and it'll add 1 here. And cookies is already gone, which is great. And then we'll remove crocheting, which I believe is over here on the right. Yep. And we'll just continue doing that until we have the whole thing done. What you'll notice as you start doing this is that you'll run out of layers quickly. So once you have a layer that's complete, you can actually just select it like this and grab your entire group and just say flatten. And that'll flatten all whatever 100 layers you have down into 1 layer. And it'll make it a lot easier to add things on top. But again, keeping them separate is best for doing your onion layers. And then Procreate gives us a couple different options in our settings where we can choose how we want to just view it or how many frames we want to see per second. I'm preferential to not seeing any onion skin frames. I think they make me a little bit confused about which layers I'm looking at. But at the end, I can do loop, ping pong, or one shot. So let's do one shot. We'll take it back to the beginning and I'll show you guys what we have. So again, for all these outside layers, I just removed them fully. And then for this Aaron Makes layer, I just slowly erased little bits of the word so it looks like it was written out, but I did it in reverse. That's basically how you make it. And here is the final shot. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe and follow for more. You'll see this logo and this jingle every time you start one of my videos. So thanks.